bit of a new format today. Gonna see if we can make this work, but I think the wind's probably gonna be pretty blasted, but see how it goes. Riding over to the train station right now. Gonna go up to Lalor skatepark. Basically just going up to skate this one curb, which is pretty funny. But I've always wanted to check it out. It's kind of brand new. It's on the outskirts of Melbourne. But yeah, it'll be kind of cool to see what it's like a small type of suburb. But yeah, we'll get to the station and then we'll go. Beautiful day today in Melbourne. It's been raining a little bit on and off, but tomorrow's is going to be 27 and then the day after is going to be 30. So I think summer's basically going to hit. It's officially summer now when it's December 1st, so the good weather, the hot weather should be pretty cool. Oh, he's got a door coming straight up here. Lucky it cleared off. Trucking away, so just gotta be careful. Big ass rig. Alright, here we are pulling up to the station. This side here goes towards the city, but this other side here goes out to the burbs, which is what we want. Just gotta push it up basically. Guess you could ride, but I'm lazy. Here we are at North Richmond Station and just gotta tap on with my key. It's kind of like an Oyster card, you gotta tap on and off. But yeah, they should be doing free rides soon on the weekends in celebration of the new tunnel, so maybe we'll check that out one day too. This is the wrong train, so we gotta wait for the other one. You can see here. About 13 minutes. Here's the rig I'm using again today. Yeah, just a cross cargo fork, just easy to chuck all the stuff in. I got the 2 bags up the front. Shout out Sunday, shout out Cheesy. But yeah, I usually take this one out if it's just like somewhere quick, because I don't have to think about loading it up. It's around half an hour to get there, and yeah, it wasn't too bad at all. It ended up being pretty quick. That's me, just what it looks like when you're sitting on the train. But yeah, ended up being like way quicker than I thought, and yeah, we got there in no time. So I got off at Lalor station, and this is kind of what it looks like super rural or super suburban. Not really too many cars or anything, and yeah, no one in sight really. There's a few people at the train station, of course, but yeah, pretty dead all around. I decided to ride to kind of the main street of Lalor. It's between Lalor station and the previous station, Thomastown. And yeah, just to check out the shops and kind of see what it's like, the main street of a suburb that's super far out, kind of what's more typical that you see in Australia. I had a few comments, people say they only see Melbourne of what, like the Australian Open and the stadiums around there, and that's all they really know. So yeah, this is kind of good to kind of show you guys what it's like. This is definitely kind of more common of how I grew up. Like, this is a small town, but yeah, this is basically what it looks like. You can see, you know, a lot of different types of shops, and see different types of people as well. But yeah, basically it's just this main block, and then we'll go around the back and then check out the other side as well. And then here, just heading around to the other side. Yeah, I was quite surprised it wasn't closer to Lalor station, or maybe I just missed it, but this was the only big kind of shopping area that I saw on the map. But yeah, definitely a lot of variety here. I for sure didn't have this much variety in my town growing up, but yeah, it could just be the area. Maybe the town I grew up was a bit smaller, but yeah, it's cool to see for sure. You can see a lot of just like, yeah, bakeries, and I think on this side is more type of Asian stores as well on this side, which is funny how they split up the two areas. Classic Oz Post there, and then yeah, up here of course there's good old Coles supermarket. There's basically only two supermarkets in Australia, Coles and Woolworths. And yeah, well, there is Audi as well, a third player, but yeah, that's basically it. And here, just in the center, you can see there's a big fresh fruit market, a lot of people hanging about. And then yeah, just a bit more of the shop vibes, all different shops all around. I was actually quite surprised with the variety of all the different shops. It's pretty cool actually. I wouldn't really expect it out here, but yeah, it's quite cool they got all the different shops. And then after that, I decided to stop and get something to eat, and also, yeah, just to kind of show you what it's like in a kind of common store. I think there's probably like so many vlogs and stuff people do of classic cafes and nice cafes, but today we're going to go in here. You can see just your kind of local Australian store. Hi, how's it going? So yeah, I ended up deciding to get a curabaitis and sausage roll. So yeah, we'll pack it up and go to the skate park and we'll eat it there. Here's the rig again. Fits nice. Stem bag, and then I just put it on top. Should hold alright. So yeah, those type of restaurants or those type of stores or bakeries are quite common in Australia. Or, you know, they might not be, you know, Asian owned, but yeah, basically same type of vibe, like no one in there and pretty barren, I'd say. But yeah, that's kind of the same thing that I had growing up, and yeah, it was kind of like a common thing. I did see a few other people walk in there when I was locking up my bike or getting ready to go. So yeah, it does get business, but yeah, pretty much, yeah, just the vibe that you get. I would say, yeah, just on the majority, most people owning it are pretty friendly, super friendly, and yeah, pretty chill as well. So yeah, always a friendly vibe. And yeah, mostly in more rural areas, I'd say people are more inclined to have a little chat, see like what you're up to and what you're doing. Which is, I feel like it's more common out here than in the city. I had a guy when I was taking the elevator. He was just like looking at my basket bike and my skateboard, and then he basically said, "Oh, you went for a skate?" And I told him about the skate park and stuff, and yeah, he was like, "Oh, good," like pretty pretty supportive, which is pretty funny. So yeah, we're just taking I have to cross the railway station again because it's on the west side of the station. So I have to cross the rail, so you got to take the elevator up, cross the bridge, and take the elevator down. Funny enough, this is actually Thomastown Station, so I basically rode from Lalor Station to the main area and then back down to Thomastown. The skate park is just pretty much a straight shot between Thomastown and Lalor Station anyway, so it wasn't too bad. The distance between the stations were actually pretty close. But yeah, all in all, I think people were probably they want to have a chat more so because I feel like out here they got a little bit more time and they're in less of a rush. So yeah, just kind of more kind of friendly vibes. So yeah, basically just cross this road and go straight, and the skate park's basically all this way straight down. But I saw this poster, I thought, yeah, just someone lost their bike, but yeah, she seems super stoked on it, which is a shame, but yeah, hopefully someone sees it. And then yeah, here just riding towards the skate park. It's basically a straight shot, but you can see what the type of terrain is like. It's just houses and yeah, not too much different. I think all the housing is pretty similar architecture as well, just the brick houses, one story. And I feel like there was a school here and there as well. I think on the right, that's a school. But yeah, it basically doesn't change too much with the scenery. I would say the bike path here is a little bit thinner, so yeah, you just got to be careful and stuff with like big trucks going past. Here's one of the main road. You can see we got service stations and 7-Elevens across the street. When I was younger, we always used to eat at like a servo. We call them a servo. It might not be a 7-Eleven, but they always had like a meat pie or a sausage roll in like the hot box thing. So that's probably why I got a sausage roll today, just to see I can relive that vibe. And then here you can see, yeah, cars are parked in the bike lane. But I think out here, I don't know what the rules are, but I feel like people don't really care for them. It's not really a big deal, just because there's probably not too many people riding these lanes anyway. But yeah, it's kind of like a common theme in Australia. I still don't know what the rules is for parking bike lanes here. So yeah, I rode straight for so long that I basically hit the highway, and I was wondering where I was, so I had to check my phone. But you can see, yeah, this really reminds me of the country, just like all grass and yeah, no one about. But it turns out there's a bike path all the way there. But yeah, basically we just go up here. But yeah, riding this area definitely feels like, yeah, you're out in the sticks somewhere. So yeah, if you ever go to the country or rides on a highway or something, this is basically what it looks like. Just yeah, not too much about. I think more areas, more and more so here, you can see that there's been a lot of new housing being put up, because it's probably one of the areas where it's actually more affordable. So you can see, yeah, building more and more houses, making more livable areas. So you'll see a lot of new roads and kind of stuff like that. Half made stuff, or stuff in progress. So I've been running for about 15 minutes now, and I was kind of I didn't know where I was. I thought it would kind of show up, I'd be able to see it as I rode, but yeah, I had to look up on my phone to see where exactly it was, and it was still kind of a little bit confusing. But yeah, I just kind of decided to ride the direction of where I thought it was. But yeah, with all the new kind of construction, it made it a little bit confusing for sure. Here for sure, I thought I'd see it by now, but I couldn't see it, so I decided to look at my phone again, and then yeah, after maybe like 10 seconds, I realized it was just right in front of me on the left here. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but yeah, it was kind of hard to see with all the flags and everything, but yeah, it was pretty funny that it was right in front of my eyes. So yeah, I'll check out the skate park and the playground there a bit after, but first we'll do the food test. So yeah, this is basically a sausage roll. If you don't want to know what it is, it's a mixture of like mincemeat and spices and fried onion and stuff like that wrapped in pastry. So it's a savory type of food. I gotta say it was pretty dry. I should have got tomato sauce with it. But yeah, overall, not too bad. I feel like it definitely, did the job. I'd probably give it like a 7 or 6 out of 10. And then here's the kurabitis. It's like a Greek dessert, and it's like a biscuit with almonds and stuff in it. It's kind of sweet. But yeah, definitely, this definitely was pretty good. So I give this probably like a 7.5, maybe 8. Thank you Brandon, Floyd and Peter and previous people who donated. It's been a while since I went to a cafe or whatever, but I eventually do get to it. So yeah, thanks for the treats and also the train tickets. Alright, so here's the park, start the skate park. You got a little bike stand. I'm gonna pump my tires up before I go. Little skateboard tool stand. Here's a bike rack as well. And then this is basically the start. You can see there's some burnout marks here. I'm not sure what that's from, maybe from like e-bike or something. But it starts off with a couple of ramps with an extension, and then it goes kind of straight into a box with a rail. And then there's this funky little wally type of thing, a little piece of cheese, I guess, triangle. And then a little metal bank with a mani pad on the other side. You got your normal kind of concrete ledges with angle iron on the corner, and then there was this funny little wall ride thing with a little bit of an angle. So yeah, definitely more like a street league park. And then yeah, here's my bike with a curb at the bottom, that's concrete. And then here, a really long ledge that's got the angle iron on the side. A curved rail. Here it is for height, probably like 2 decks high, 8.25. And then here's the curb I came to skate. This is actually metal. I thought it was concrete, but it's actually metal when I got there, but it's pretty low. So yeah, see how it goes. And then there's a little bit of water here, but if you ever want to dry up the skate park, you can always just do this. You just spread it out, and then it ends up drying pretty quick, so by the time I finish walking around, it should be dry. Yeah, so just do that. Little tip there. The middle section, you got some down rails on top of ledges, more ledges. This kind of reminds me of the Clifton Hill ledges with a little gap in the middle. But yeah, on both sides, so you can, if you're a regular goofy, you can hit it from whatever sides you want. You can do lines. And then here, another little curb with a curve in it, which looks pretty fun as well. And then here you got more of the transition section with a little box in the front. And then, yeah, bank to angle iron ledge, or yeah, rail, I guess. And then at the end of the park, you got some quarter pipes. And then another ledge that hasn't been waxed up, maybe it's just a sitting spot. But yeah, that's basically it of the skate park. And then I saw a cool playground, which yeah, I want to show you guys, especially if like people have kids, they might be interested. You can have a skate and take a kid here. Or if you're from a different country, you might never seen what a playground looks like. But yeah, here it is, pretty big, pretty spaced out, a lot of vegetation around, which is pretty fun. A lot of places for kids to run around. And then they have a flying fox here. So I don't know if other countries have this. I feel like it's pretty common in Australia to have one of these at playgrounds now, especially the new ones. But yeah, this is basically how it goes. Yeah, actually pretty fun, to be honest. So that was pretty funny. But yeah, and then after that they got this section where it's like a fake road with little road signs, so you can take your little bike here and, you know, practice riding. You can see they got a fake like service station, even like it looks like an electric charger. And in the playground they got like a massive slide here, climbing section. Yeah, pretty decent, looks pretty good. And they got a little shaking footpath thing, and then yeah, climbing gym, I guess. But yeah, after that it was basically my turn to have a little skate. I was pretty pumped. So yeah, ended up being pretty fun. I think, yeah, it being metal, it probably doesn't feel as good, but it slides really well, so that's kind of cool, and it's like really easy to get onto. And here I want to show you a typical or newer style barbecue that they have in playgrounds and stuff. Basically just hold the button down and it turns on, heats up, and then you can cook your food there. Pretty good. And then one last thing to do is eat the banana I brought. Just kidding, I'm not going to show you that.